Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book, called The Storm Singer, written by Sarwat Chadha. This is the story of 12-year-old Nargis, who is not like everyone else. She has a special talent, and she is a spirit singer, which means that she has some control over the elements, or at least she tries to have some control over the elements. She lives in a land that is ruled by Garudas, which are human bird hybrids that live above the earthbound, and the earthbound are required to serve their bird overlords. Now, when Nargis finds herself making a mistake with her elemental powers, she also comes upon an exiled prince of the Garudas, and together they have to set out on an adventure in order to restore their homeland to what it was always intended to be. This middle grade adventure is really fascinating. It plants readers in the land of India, especially if you're talking about the caste system as far as being born into certain levels of society and not really having a way to move around within that. But as you're reading the story, you have a lot of Indian cultural references, and then also the fantasy elements that go into Nargis's world that has both humans and their human bird counterparts. So the story itself is well written. It's definitely written for a middle grade audience, confident middle grade readers, I would say. There is not a whole lot of white space and there's no illustrations, but the writing is really well done and well crafted, so readers have a sense of what things look like even if they can't see the pictures themselves. There's also some complexity to the text and a little bit of peril, so definitely better for middle grade readers for that reason. And also, what's interesting is that Nargis is a little bit rough around the edges. She's not necessarily a protagonist that is immediately likable, but as the story goes on, you get to know her a little bit better, and she becomes a little bit more confident in herself as well. She never sees herself as a hero character, but as the story goes on, she finds herself unwittingly becoming more than what she expected. So the story itself is pretty long. It is primed for a sequel, but it finishes in a way that is satisfying anyway. And the story will keep readers considering what might be true about people or things or experiences that they might already have encountered. And if they give them a little bit of time and patience, people might surprise them. If this sounds like a great fit for you or for someone you know, I hope you look for it wherever you find your books.